Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It's Saturday morning at the beach. A couple weeks ago, week and a half ago, I completed my 45th rotation around our star. So, that being said, this year I got a couple things to celebrate my 45th rotation, and I was going to share them with you this morning. It's early. Not many people are up and around here at the beach, but it's coffee time, and a couple of the things I got, one of the things I got has to do with coffee. So I'm going to get out the methyl hydrate stove like I do and heat up some water and make my coffee and show you the couple gifts I got to celebrate. So thanks for joining me. If you want to see what I got, stick around. Okay, I think I've got everything I need to get started here. Desperately need a coffee. So, but first, I'm going to set up my methyl hydrate stove. Pretty much the final iteration of methyl hydrate stove. Those are my crossbars for on top. It's just a water chestnut can, elastic band holding it all together. Just a cover, holds everything in the water chestnut can. My pop can stove, penny stove that I made out of 2 energy drink cans. And I use a loonie to cover up the center holes. So far, I've had really good luck with this. Can't say anything negative about it. I've got my, this weekend I remembered to bring my baking sheet that I put this in, or if I'm using my stick stove, I put that in there too. That helps from transferring heat to the ground. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to light anything on fire. So I'm going to get these ready like that. Let's get this alcohol stove going, this methyl hydrate stove going. And one thing first though, I'll show you the first thing that I got to celebrate my 45th rotation. So you might have already noticed it. It's something I've been lacking in my videos for a while, and I finally got it. And I hope I have an uncle that's a subscriber and viewer. I hope he appreciates this. So it's a microphone. Finally upgraded to a microphone. So now hopefully, if it's a little bit windy out or whatever, conditions are not perfect, I'll still be able to create videos. So that's awesome. I'm really, really happy about that. I am like, yeah, it's hard to explain just how cheap I am. I am that cheap that these were 47 bucks for this microphone. And man, I waited and waited and waited. I would not spend that 47 bucks. So because it was my birthday, I went ahead and spent it. And I'm pretty happy with them so far. There were 2 in the pack. They were just a off Amazon wireless lavalier microphone. I don't even know what that means. Not really a company name on them. It kind of looks like it says Face there on the side. Maybe it's Face. I don't know. It's Chinese, but so far they appear to be functional. That's all I'm looking for. Functionality. Cheap and functional. That's my jam. So, anyway, that'll make it so hopefully my audio will be better when I'm speaking to you from here on out. So, let's fill this methyl hydrate stove. We're just going to dump the methyl hydrate into it. This here's solvable methyl hydrate. You can get it at your home hardware stores. It's like $8.99 for a pretty big jug of it. I haven't gone through my first big jug of it, so you don't use a lot at a time. One of the things with this stove is I don't have a snuff cap for it. So once it's up and running, I don't really have a way to put it out. So I just let it burn till it burns itself out. The maximum burn I've seen out of it was like 15 or 16 minutes probably. So by the time my water boils, I should be close to it burning out within a few minutes. Okay, that's starting to slow down. Taking methyl hydrate now. There's the odd mosquito out this morning because, of course, we're basically in a swamp here in the beach right now. It has rained and rained and rained and rained. We went from super, super dry at the 1st of June to now we're in the middle half of August, and it has been wet ever since, which has been great for mushrooms. Those of you that follow me on Facebook or anything would know that, and YouTube, I'm really into mushrooms. Enjoy finding them, seeing them, everything to do with them. So that's a lot of methyl hydrate in that stove. It seems to have slowed down. Yeah, it's holding methyl hydrate in the top. So for the second thing that I got myself with Amazon gift card that was given to me by family. This one's a big deal because the original one of these I had just came off an old machete that I had, and it was tiny. So what I did was I ordered a new ferro rod for myself. Now this came as just a bare rod with a hole drilled through it off Amazon. It again, no company names or anything. It was just right from China, I'm sure. So what I did, it came with a key ring that could have went through the pre-drilled holes. Pre-drilled holes was great, but what I did, of course, is I took paracord and we cobra weaved a handle onto it. So that's it. Nice big ferro rod, finally. So now I can kind of hold it like that, or I can get it. There was a way I did it the other night. Oh, I can hold it like this as well and scrape at it. So let's see if we can get the stove going. It's still holding methyl hydrate in the top, so that's perfect. I got my loonie ready. I've got water in my pot already. It's ready to go. If I haven't told you yet, we're making coffee. So let's see if we can spark this stove to life without spilling it everywhere. I don't know if I can get this going like this. I might need to use lighter. Got it. First try, really. Right on. So normally, this is my QSP Bison D2, and yeah, I threw sparks off the spine of it because, right, it was a rounded spine. When I got this was actually a gift from a subscriber, and man, oh man, have I ever been happy with it. But the only thing was it didn't throw sparks, so I ground down the spine and made it a spark thrower. So really happy with my big ferro rod. It goes back in my fire kit. Let's throw our loonie on here. Oh, I can use this to shove that on there and get the jets pumping. There we go. That stove is up and away. It's like the more I use this stove, the better it gets, really. So that's just a glasses case. I got it at the dollar store for like $2, and I can keep all my fire lighting kit in there. Love it. Okay, so let's get our water on, and then we'll work on. So that's two things. That's two things I got for my birthday. Okay, so the third thing we can talk about while we set this up. I don't have as much room here with my kettle as I do with my canteen cup. That's not going to take very long. Oh, I got a problem. My crossbar, I set it wrong so that the tags can go down in the, there we go. Put it like that so that it can't slide on top of the can. My slots there. Let's get her, try to get her pretty balanced. My last video, I had forgotten my gloves. Ooh, not good. I got my gloves today for sure. Okay, let's get I'm gonna grab my Yeti and another gift that I got. 1 sec. I'll be right. Okay, so the other thing I got, just check and make sure, yep, my mic's still on. It's gonna be some trial and error with these mics. That's gonna be boiling really quickly, I'm sure, because I've only got enough water in it to make a coffee. So The third thing I got is a Quissential. This one's got a name on it. Quissential Brew Delicious Gourmet Coffee, 1 cup at a time. It is a slick drip silicone collapsible coffee dripper. Look at that. So this is something I've been wanting for a long time. I've been working on different ways to do, when I started bushcrafting and stuff, going in the woods, having a coffee, that sort of thing. I was taking instant coffee into the woods. And man, it wasn't great. It was all right. It was a hot drink in the woods. But I saw other people doing pour-over coffee. I thought, oh, I can do that. So I had multiple different pour-over devices I've made. And finally, because it was my birthday, 45 full rotations, I decided to break down and buy myself a silicone collapsible coffee dripper. Cheap. This was only 14 bucks. So I've never used this before, so this will be a first go around for this thing. So it just pulls apart, right? Just makes a coffee cone, a cone for dripping coffee. I rinsed it out, that's why it's wet, because it had some shipping dust on it, let's call it. So now I've got my coffee filter. I'm just going to shove that in there. Let's move this little stove back a bit. And see, that baking pan's not even hot. That's perfect. I've got my coffee here. My Folgers Intensely Dark. I'm always going to talk about how cheap I am. So I don't have a special coffee that I really would gravitate to. I usually buy what's on sale. And this week, Folgers Intensely Dark was on sale for a good price, almost half price. So I grabbed a couple. This is one of my preferred coffees, Folgers Intensely Dark. I do like it, but it being on sale was the reason I bought it. So now my coffee's in my cone, as you can see. I can put that on top of my Yeti, like so. Now there's nothing to hold that there. I guess there's a little lip that'll hold that there. Not really though. The big lip will keep it from coming off. But anyway, you just set that there. And now we wait for our water to boil. We gotta be getting close. I'll get you guys off the tripod and we'll have a look at what's going on here. Let's have a look. Okay, so let's look here. Stove is going, is it? Yeah, stove's going good. It's a bit of wind. We got bubbles in the pot. As long as that stove keeps going, this should only take a couple more minutes. I can hear it. I can hear the pot starting to make noises, so won't be long now. Okay, I'd say we're coming up. Gotta be coming up pretty close on a full boil now. We got steam flying. That did not take long. That's definitely, oh yeah, we're rolling boil. Beautiful. I always find the kettle works a little bit quicker than the canteen cup because the water's more spread out. Not as thick, right? Not as dense to get the heat through, but beautiful rolling boil. Very nice. Stove's just hitting its stride, really. It's getting nice and hot. So that was definitely less than 10 minutes to bring that to a boil. And that was 500 mils of water, which is what fits in a Yeti. So I'm going to be a little bit short. Okay, I'm going to put the stove over here very carefully. There we go. And I'm just going to let that keep burning until it burns out. We'll kind of keep an eye on it back there. It's going to burn for a bit, I would say. I put quite a bit of methyl hydrate in it. It might burn for 20 minutes. Okay, let's test this pour over device. I'm going to try to do this all one-handed. So, my coffee's in there. My Yeti. Here we go. I just want to put a bit in at first to get the grounds nice and soaked and let that go through, and then we'll put it to it. So far this morning, I haven't seen any birds over at the bird feeder. Over at Woodpecker Lodge there. So another good thing I just realized about using a bottle of water and putting it in the kettle and boiling that is that I'm not going to overflow my Yeti no matter what, because right now I can't see into it, right? See how much water's in it. But I know that one bottle of water definitely fits in my Yeti perfectly, so I can just pour away at this. I don't have to check it. I did, yeah, I told you I rinsed out the silicone thing. There. And the cones that I made, it would take me many, many pours to get all the water in the cone. So I'm already impressed with that, how that worked. Man, that little stove is just giving her now. Look at that. For the amount of methyl hydrate I put in it, that might burn for 20 minutes. I could have put less. Let's see if we can. Wow, that's pretty cool. The silicone's hot, but not too bad. That's definitely working. 2 holes in it are dripping. And the way that silicone sits on there, I would say that's going to kind of retain heat too. That's cool. Almost done. Last little bit going through now. Well, there we go. Let's get a taste test on the go. I get you guys back on the tripod. Okay. That seems to have worked really well. So now you just got a little bit. Oh, that's dripping. That don't matter. A little bit of stuff for your compost bag. Not a big deal. Got a little bit of sugar in the bottom of my cup. So why not? Well, let's see how it turned out. The little methyl hydrate stove still going. Smells good. So the first thing I notice is that it's far hotter than other pour over devices I've used, and I would attribute that to the silicone being down on top of the cup. That's why that's much hotter. But I rinsed it out, so it doesn't taste like anything but coffee. No rubbery taste or anything like that. I'd say that's real silicone. And it's good and strong. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, what a great success that is. Collapses down nice and small. Can throw it in my pack. This will definitely be going in the woods with me, which I'm looking forward to. In the summer, I spend a whole lot of time at the beach. Out on the coast, nice cool breezes, right? It's been, when it hasn't been raining this summer, it's been unbearably hot, over 30 degrees Celsius, and usually the wind's blowing. It's been humid, so it's been a really, really great mushroom summer. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, folks, I'm going to sit here. I see the first sparrow has arrived at the Woodpecker Lodge table over there. So I'm going to sit back. My methyl hydrate stove's still going. I'm going to let it burn out and enjoy my coffee and watch the birds for a bit and listen to everybody else at the beach waking up. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. I really hope this mic worked out. I hope it improves my sound quality so you guys can hear me better. Maybe my uncle can let me know there. I'll add him in the video. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one, I guess. The next one's as we're approaching fall, right? We're getting to the middle of August. My mind's heading to the woods, so we're going to be getting in the woods more. I've got a couple of things planned that you want to watch out for, some adventures. So if the universe wills it, I'll be getting into that real soon, really, really soon. So hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, folks, you never find anything if you don't go look. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.